Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome and good morning, everybody. We are beginning the week and we have a bunch of news we have to talk about. The first one, I will be talking about, first of all, possible departures from Real Madrid. And number one, it's going to be Marco Asensio, because last night in Cadena Ser, somebody said, Anton Meana said, Marco Asensio might be out of Real Madrid sooner than expected because Jorge Mendes is already working with Manchester United to sign Marco Asensio for the next season, and apparently Jorge Mendes is not even considering the possibility for Marco Asensio to renew his contract with Real Madrid. So the words from Marco Asensio the other day in the press conference don't make any sense anymore. All the things he said regarding to the possibility to exhaust the last season that he has in his contract, don't make sense anymore. Considering Jorge Mendes, the next move he's trying to force is the signing of the player for Manchester United. So to me, the first big departure that we are going to see this year in Real Madrid, it's going to be Marco Asensio. So let's see what happens. But of course, Manchester United to me has about 70-80% chance to sign Marco Asensio for the next year. But let me tell you something. There's something else to talk about regarding to Marco Asensio. Maldini, sporting director of Milan, made a call, reached out the other day to Carlo Ancelotti to say, hey, what is going on with Marco Asensio, because we are really interested in signing the player. So, in case Marco Asensio and Manchester United agreement never go through, there's another choice for the player to play in Italy and specifically in Milan. And there's something that we cannot rule out at all, because if they cannot sign with any team of the Premier League, then the Serie A, the Italian league, might be another destination for Marco Asensio. As far as Kubo, and let's move on a little bit. As far as Kubo, let me tell you, we have news, but not in the way we wanted to hear them. But it is something that is, in my opinion, unavoidable, considering the player doesn't have the European Union passport, so it makes much more difficult for Real Madrid to sign any other player. And considering Kubo hasn't been playing in Real Madrid over the last 3 years, and he's been, roaming around all the way throughout different teams and stuff like that, loans and stuff like that, I don't think Real Madrid really consider the player anymore as another option to keep in the first team. With Carlo Ancelotti and making the tour all throughout the United States and the preseason with the team, in my opinion, he doesn't have a spot in Real Madrid. And now that Marco Asensio will leave, Brahim Diaz is not coming back anymore, and Gareth Bale left, he might have more chances to stay. But the problem now that comes up is pretty much the passport. If he had the European passport, we would be talking about something really different, right? But considering he's not getting it, and it's way more difficult than the Brazilian players to get the double citizenship, Real Madrid will try to get rid of the player as soon as possible. So apparently, even the people, family, agents from Kubo are already scanning and monitoring the market in order for him to get another team for next year. So that is as far as departures. Now, let's go ahead with the possible signings, because as you know, Gnabry is another name that popped up yesterday just because Asensio might leave Real Madrid, and in addition to the exit of Gareth Bale, this year Real Madrid might be reactivating the possibility to sign Gnabry for the next year. As you know, Gnabry last week was completely ruled out because Marco Asensio and Rodrigo, in opinion of Florentino Perez, were good enough. I mean, fair enough for Real Madrid to face the next season. But something changed and Marco Asensio might leave Real Madrid, so Real Madrid might have only one player, one super player for that position, which is Rodrigo Goes. So that is the thing. Now, if we only have to Rodrigo for the right wing, then Real Madrid might rethink and reconsider its position towards the signing of the German player, Gnabry. So I will keep you posted, guys, if something new comes up. But my opinion is it is probably closer than the last week, right? I don't want to say like, no, it's done. No, it's not done deal at all. But the thing is, if we only have one player here, we should add up one more to reinforce and bolster a little bit that position. That is as far as Gnabry. But let me tell you what, Gabriel Jesus is completely ruled out for the same reasons that Take Kubo. He's a Brazilian player, is not getting the passport anytime soon, and of course Real Madrid is having a lot of problems, a lot of issues with Vinicius Jr. and his passport and his citizenship, so Real Madrid has ruled out completely to Gabriel Jesus. In the last minute though, breaking news popped up claiming Real Madrid might consider the signing of J.Bellingham and bring it ahead of the next year, because as you know, Real Madrid had some interest in this guy, in J.Bellingham, but it was going to be for the next year, right? It was going to be Erling Haaland this year, and then move on and sign J.Bellingham for the next one, for 2023. But considering all the things that have happened in this summer, well, not in the summer, but in this summer market, or what is going on right now, Real Madrid might bring ahead some signings like J.Bellingham to cheer a little bit to the fans and say, hey, yeah, I mean, we couldn't make it with Kylian Mbappe, we couldn't make it with the other guy, with Erling Haaland, but we are going to be able to make it with J.Bellingham. So here's why, here's the player, so let's, enjoy the season. Because after Antonio Rudiger, after Aurélien Tchouaméni, and if we are able to sign J.Bellingham, man, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. It is exactly what we need. A lot of power, horsepower, a lot of strength, a lot of endurance, and super young players, but with experience enough to be in the midfield of Real Madrid and create a kind of force in the midfield that nobody can beat in the near future, right? So to me, Real Madrid, I mean, if we have a single chance to sign up J.Bellingham, we should do it, man. With no doubt about it. We should do it. So let's see what happens, because we will have to wait a little bit more in order for us to know, to learn what is the situation right now. I mean, in terms of, is it something that Borussia Dortmund is okay with, or we have to ask a little bit more, we have to wait a little bit more, what is going to happen, right? So let's see what happens, and I will keep you posted, guys. Now, let me know your thoughts about that, just comment in the section below, and of course, subscribe my channel.